Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to the American Investor Show. Please click subscribe if this is your first time listening. From trader and CEO interviews to breaking news about companies you won't hear anywhere else, nobody does a better job at keeping you in the know when it comes to penny stocks. The term penny stock generally refers to a security issued by a very small company that trades at less than $5 per share. Penny stocks are extremely risky, yet they offer rates of return on investment not seen anywhere else. The host, guest, and callers are not registered financial advisors licensed by any government entity, and therefore, the following should be considered entertainment. The host, guest, and callers disclaim all liability in the event any information, commentary, analysis, opinions, advice, and/or recommendations prove to be inaccurate, incomplete, or unreliable, or result in any investment losses. Before investing in penny stocks, you should consult a professional to determine what strategy may be best for your individual needs. Now, without further ado, your host, LaSalle Anungu.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Sal here. And, my bad, ladies and gentlemen. For the last 2 hours, I've been fighting with this XSplit broadcaster. Before every show, I do a test broadcast that's not actually has a signal sent out. And I was having errors and errors and errors, and I'm going online, I'm searching. And they finally sent something out. Luckily, I guess I'm big enough now. I get somebody to reach out to me once I complain. They finally got me kind of a workaround here. Some little new things I haven't seen before. So it's a little bit of a workaround until they figure out what's been having or causing the issue between my broadcaster and YouTube. There's something that's not working out. So it's fucked up my whole flow. Like, I had a whole flow for the show, and now I'm like irritated. So I gotta get the energy back. You know what I mean? Because lost like 2 hours here. Look, I know most of you guys can't be up for the rest of the night, but we're gonna knock out a show anyway. Catch me in the morning or at work or wherever you can. In the AM if you've got to go to bed. All right. Shout out to the people who are in the chat room right now. I know, again, like I said, it's 10:30. I have no doubt maybe 50, 60 people who typically will tune in at 9 are off to bed. With that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the market today, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we can kind of start with the macro picture here. And if you have been under a rock today, Gary Cohn, CEO of Goldman Sachs, decided to walk away from the Trump administration today. That's huge. That's big, big news. I mean, so big that the market right now, after hours, is red. Is red because of that. I wouldn't call him, a hawk, but he's definitely one of those guys who's, all about getting the markets to go higher and creating an environment for business in America that is pro-growth, high-tech, and, pro-future. All about these future technologies. With Trump announcing the steel tariffs, it seemed like that had kind of pushed him over the edge. I know he was already talking about quitting at the Charlottesville situation. He was able to be talked out of that decision, but it seems like announcing tariffs on steel was the breaking point, and he announced today. Ironically, I want to say it came out after hours. Did it come out after hours? Like, the confirmation was the talk was going on all day. But the confirmation, in my opinion, it seemed to come after hours. He decided that he'd had enough, and Gary Cohn is gone. He's gone. All right, he is gone. He has resigned. All right. Oh, so it looks like it broke at 2 o'clock. So 2 o'clock. And again, we still had a green day, so by then most of the people's biggest trades have already been made. So we're already feeling it right now after hours. We're already feeling it out. Absolutely, Jeff. I did see TVIX shot up. Absolutely. I did see that. Dow drops huge, right? So it's going to be a very devastating thing tomorrow. We already kind of know what the market looks like. Look at the futures right now. It's going to be a tough day. It's going to be a tough rest of the week as people really kind of digest this. What lies in the future? I'd love to know what your ideas of what the future looks like now, as the man who kind of led us into this run is now walking out the door. 646, you're on the air. What's up?
Sal, it's Ken. How are you?
Ken, what's going on, man?
What's going on? That was quite that news. Cohn resigning was, but maybe it's an opportunity. Let the market gap down. That's when you buy calls, like with the Brexit and all that. I don't.
What do you think? A possible retest of 2 weeks ago now lows? Because here's the thing, man. He was a big reason for the tax cuts getting that conversation
True.
Even getting started and it getting passed, and how he was able to rally the business community around Trump and around these tax cuts conversations to get approved. So now
That's
he's
true.
walking out the door. I don't know who else is the big business guy around Trump to kind of keep this on a pro-growth mindset around the administration, because fundamentally at heart, man, Trump he's actually a big liberal. When he talks to some of his economic policies, very, very left. So to see some of these right-leaning guys walk away, it's kind of a bit scary.
Yeah, and what about these tariffs? Wasn't it Thursday this week? He's going to make it official with these crazy tariffs.
Yeah. Yeah,
and that's a tax.
Yeah, and we're going to see what's going to happen with that too. The market's got a lot of things to digest for the next few days, and we're going to see that. And now, as I've been kind of getting more into options, as I've gotten pretty comfortable with trading them, you got to care about these macroeconomic scenarios that we're talking about here, because it could really devastate somebody who doesn't know what they're doing.
And also, Friday's the jobs report is Friday. What if it's big? The interest rates skyrocket over 3%, and maybe it's a big opportunity playing puts on the QQQ and or doing a strangle. You should have some good swings.
Yeah, this is the only. I think this is the only economy in the world when jobs are too high, that means things aren't good. That's kind of crazy. When too many people are getting jobs, when too many people are making too much money, that's not a good thing. So that number is going to be interesting to see as well.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really crazy. Let's go. I just want to go. That BPMX had another good day today. I mentioned that to you earlier. It closed after hours near 36. I'm in at 27 from last week.
Yeah, nice move on this one, man. I don't even know what's going on anymore at this one. I know they mentioned the conference back on this. What was that, yesterday? Yeah, we pulled it up yesterday. They mentioned the conference that's going to be going on
Monday.
And I think, did you said something about earnings?
Yeah, I think you're right. It is the 22nd. I was getting that confused with the yeah. So Bats warned me tonight again to be careful when you get closer to that earnings date. Off the table. I think he's right.
I'll give it to you, man. Again, another incredible move coming out. Wow, look at that, man. It's been pretty consistent too. Decent volume. 46 million shares traded today. And again, man, no news out today to justify that kind of volume, but still, what a great day, man. 18% gain.
Right. I just can't get too greedy. I got to remember with these biotech stocks, they could do a secondary, at 4 p.m. one day, and then I'm screwed. So I got to be smart here.
Yeah, you really got to be greedy with your profits here because, look, at 34 cents a share, look, it kind of really reminds me of a DCTH last year, if you remember how that stock kind of ran. It was one of these stocks again that was trading at the low, 9 cent, 8 cent, dime or so, and then it would ran to 23, 24, 25 a couple times. So very similar looking kind of setup here, but I wouldn't chase it if you're not already in it. But congrats to everybody who was a part of that move. You doubled your money, well over doubled your money, actually up 200%. Coming from the end of last month.
It also reminds me of AKER back on January 1st. That was at 15 cents, and now AKER, I think, would have hit 80 cents, and now whatever, it's 70. So that's good. Now, the other one I was so excited about last night, Renova Health, RNVA. One thing I sold it, I made a few $100 on it, but I could have made $2,000. I mentioned to you earlier.
Oh man, RNVA, what a piece of shit, man. I was so excited about RNVA this morning. I said, okay, man, it's a dirt cheap sub 1 cent stock. I mean, this could be something you could really load up in. I mean, literally from the go, it was pretty much a disappointment. So, just sad for RNVA. Again, just from the morning, you just really started dumping, and there was nothing left to see in that.
Right, and so it did gap. It did gap to 0.012 early in the day. So I mean, people could have sold for a decent profit. Anything else today that I was actually one other one. Oh yeah, this is the one from that Sunnyland guy, the marijuana one. What is it? RGLS or something like that. That stock in the last few minutes of the day made a huge run towards the 3 cent level. I'm not sure if I have the right symbol.
RGLS is a $1.21.
Wrong one. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess find that ticker out, Ken, and get back to me in the chat room or call me back. But yeah, RGLS is a biotech play trading at 121 right now.
Can I can actually give it to you in 2 seconds. There was another one. The RXMD, the Progressive Corp. It held up really well today. That was that one that's gone from whatever was a penny, 2 cents back.
Yeah, this one is, man. This is kind of one of those ones. I saw this one this morning too. It's just what a missed opportunity. I mean, you have one of these at least once a month that you're just like, God damn, I should at least put something in it. $100 at least. Right. I mean something, but great opportunity. Stocks up over 800%.
Yeah,
since the end of January. I mean, what a move here, man. I never had. You sometimes you see a stock move and you just it's a piece of shit, but you just don't think about actually putting something in it. And this was a messed up opportunity because again, even a couple $100, a guy went in there with $200 at 2 cents a share. Now he's sitting on $800-900 here at 16 cents. So
it's a
wonderful move.
I found the other one, RJDG, Red John David George, RJD Green. This is a marijuana company. It made a really strong move in the last 2 minutes of the trading session today. The volume's decent, and I have a lot of information, due diligence that I could share with you. I'll just text you it, but you could see it has a small share structure too, only 100 million in the float. All
right, well, Ken, share what you can right now over the phone for listeners who might be interested in something like this.
No, sure, absolutely. It's a small marijuana company with a small float. CEO is very transparent, and I really like the chart. There's been a lot of accumulation. I think with the assets they have, I think it's 6 cents could come very quick on this stock.
Yeah, right. Nice move.
What do you think? I mean, you're looking at the chart. I guess,
I'm looking at the daily. Man, the weekly. The weekly makes me feel like I missed out on the move here on the weekly. I mean, obviously, it looks like at the beginning of the year was really the time to get in this. Could very well go higher, but I mean, looking at the weekly and the daily tells me, wait for a nice pullback on it if I'm really interested in it.
Right.
But could be very much like a BYOC kind of play where you just kind of start maintaining at these 70s as you kind of sideways across or flag all the way higher. RJDG could be one of those, and you're saying it's marijuana. It's got a relatively small float. I think if get that float verified, if we're talking about something less than 25 million, less than 30 million OTC, 16 million shares traded, 28%. That's a nice move. I like the that tells me that float's actually pretty legit. So RJDG could be something again. Put a couple $100 in, and again set a nice little mental stop. And look, if it goes down 10%, then it is what it is. If it keeps going higher, then maintain or add to that position as it proves itself to you.
Okay, very good. I'm gonna say goodnight. We have a blizzard coming here to the New York area tomorrow, so I gotta prepare.
There it is. Appreciate it, Ken. Thank you so much for the call.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Yes, indeed. And again, apologies to my callers for being late today. I always blame myself, even though it was the technology. I'll take the blame for it because typically I'd already be in here. All right. Yes, indeed. All right, so let's keep it going. RJDG again, nice float. Hey, John Rambo, what was that ticker you brought up, man, yesterday? That was like I think it did like 40% or something like that. I was looking for it through my notes, and I was like, I didn't write it down. 703, you're on the air. What's up?
What's up, sir? How are you?
Hey, what's going on with you?
I'm fine. Yeah, you know a website called Bar Charts, right?
Bar Charts, yeah, that's the penny promoter's favorite website. What about Bar Charts?
Well, they got this option site, right, that shows you that open interest is a really, really good option scanner or helper, right?
Okay.
So I looked at the unusual option thing, and I saw something funny as hell. It was like a split of the GE, right? Okay. It was a call for open interest 20,000, 200,000. No, I mean for a put. Okay. For like the price was 1460 and the put was like 13. But the open interest was like 200,000, but the expiration was like 1/18/19. Okay. So next year, okay. Mm-hmm. 2 columns later, I'm seeing the same damn thing, GE, but this time it was a call. Strike was 18, so it believes it's going to go up. But this open interest was 137,000. I was like, God damn. Like, one is going up 5 points, the other one's going down 5 points.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's, again, when you have a stock that's been doing what GE's been doing, you're going to have a huge interest on either side of the trade there. I mean, they're going to have a lot of guys who probably were, buying puts on the stock, as well as guys who are trying to sell puts on the stock right now. For example, as you see here, GE's had a pretty decent, last 3 days. So, you'd probably sell that put now. I mean, if you got the cash to do it, it requires quite a bit of margin to sell puts. But yeah, that's a put you would sell now as it continues to go higher, as that is going to be losing value. So that's a really nice little income you can put right into your pocket as that loses value. So especially going into the weekend, looks like it's going to have a really good Friday expiration on GE. If this continues on, I mean, especially tomorrow, where it looks like we could have a very strong red day, a stock like GE could end up going heavy green just because guys are going to be looking for some, a trade to put value or to find value in, and GE could be a stock. It's already beat up, right? It has very little downside risk. This is where you could probably park some money for a day, and maybe find 2 or 3%. With incredible liquidity. And I'm talking about guys who are trading large accounts here. Typically, they'll run to buy SPY puts. That's another way to also hedge gains that have been made all year or over the last month and a half, whatever that is. GE would be a nice stock to look at over the course of the rest of the week as the market digests again this news with Gary Cohn leaving.
Yeah, because it was a yearly calls and puts, like 118, 19, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But the price was cheap. Like the puts was like only like 95 cents a contract, and the other one was like only $1.10 a contract.
Yeah, well, they'll be dirt cheap now. And again, you know, you don't have to hold them all the way until the end of the year.
Yeah.
A guy can buy them now, you know, do well over the next, I guess, couple of days and sell that all that time value as well as that profit right back into the market. So that's actually a good position, a good trade to carry on for the rest of the week.
So what do you think, the spread?
Yeah, well, I don't even know if you need a spread on this one. I think the direction looks clear. Let's look at the hourly on GE, and as you can see here, the move was yesterday at 3:30. You went bullish, back above 50 on the RSI on that hourly chart. It's been flagging nicely to the right, and you're still 61 on that hourly, so you got some space up there. You wouldn't even need any a spread here. I would buy a call and be a little patient with it, and I think $15 isn't out of the question on GE. You could probably be there as soon as this Friday, maybe even tomorrow. It was 22-cent gainer today. Again, it's already beat up. You got very little downside risk at these levels. I think you get 15 maybe as soon as this week.
With the penny stocks, I do like 10% and I'm out. But how much percentage would you think would be good, like for options? Like if you got like a month, 2 months, 3 months?
Well, it'll depend on, if you're doing something that's, 3 months out. It depends on how much you want to make, bro. I mean, some guys are comfortable with they 20%. They just want 20%, whether it be intraday or over the course of a couple months. They just want 20% of their money and they're out. And it is what it is, and they're going off to the next play. So that's up to you to decide what kind of profit you're looking for, right? I mean, when you go into the trade, you already have an idea of where you want to get out. So that's up to you.
Yeah, but it's true because I did like an experiment. I did like with the paper account because I can't do it with real money.
Mm-hmm.
I bought the regular stock and I bought the calls for like 45 days, right? Now, the stock goes up 1.6%, and I kid you not, the option went up 17%.
Yeah.
So it's true what they say. If the stock goes up 1%, the option will go up 10%.
Absolutely. For every 1%, typically it goes like this. For every 1% on the underlying, the option moves 10%. So,
that's amazing.
That's why Amazon and Google and NVIDIA, they have huge implied volatility. People expect big moves out of those stocks, and their options generate huge returns for the investors who can afford them to trade them at large scale. So, yeah, that's what it is, man, and that's what makes options incredibly profitable for guys who know what they're doing. Yep.
Yeah, because freaking pre-market yesterday, Amazon was like -20, but after like 10:15, 10:30, that my level went up to like positive 15, 20.
Absolutely, man. So appreciate it, bro. Let me get to these penny tickers. Thank you for the call.
Have a good evening.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate you, 703. I think he used to go by the name of Master 82. I think what does he go by now? Fisher G. What's up, Fisher G? That was Fisher G. Somebody had brought up Gene, man. Shout out to Ever No More 925. You said you're looking at Gene. Gene is one of my top 15 small cap stocks for 2018, man. These are stocks that should be on your radar for 2015. Let me see if I can go there and share it with you guys. All right, and all of these stocks are under 25 million in float. All of them. Let me put that up. That's the first list. Can you see that, or it's too small? I'll probably read it out for you. Might be too small. I can read it out for you. All right, but they're all under 25 million. Let me see. All under 25 million. Picture one. Here's the other one. Let me raise the second one. All right. Not in any kind of order or anything like that, but I wanted to, let you guys know All of these stocks right here, you should be watching them daily. Should be watching them daily. That Jet MF one, I'm not sure about. I mean, that Jet MF has had a beautiful chart, and I'll pull that up. I'll get rid of the tickers in here in a bit, and we'll go over them. Yeah, this is the Thinkorswim on my phone. I actually don't have any money in this account anymore. I've moved over to Interactive Brokers, but this was when I was using T. These were the stocks that I was following, and I just basically wrote them all down and moved them over to IB. All right, but you want to take these and have them on your scanner. All of them are under 25 million, except I would add MNKD to that. MNKD is a different way. It's about 72 million outstanding. 72 million. You already know Mankind and how that trades. It's been pretty much a dumpster kind of play lately, but we know what can happen with MNKD when there's some good news trading on that one. All right, I'll put this list in the description, or not description, but in the chat box for those of you guys who are watching in the future. I'll put it in the comments area. There it is, the comments area. All right. So write that down if you can't. Press pause or whatever you got to do. And again, we'll talk about those in just a little bit. But Jet MF, this Canada Jet Lines. Canada Jet Lines, relatively low volume. It's been gaining in volume. Unusual volume today brought it on my radar. Canada Jet Lines. I don't have too much to say about this company right now because I'm still trying to figure it out. But again, here's another stock that's got really, really low float, under 20 million shares. They brought today a former Spirit Airline senior executive. They brought him on as an independent directory and key talent on the advisory board. So that was an interesting looking stock here, Jet MF. Building a lot of volume, breaking through a recent high, and looking to go higher. 85 cents right now. This is going to be one to watch here. Jet MF, Canada Jet Lines. All right? Among other ones. But that Gene stock that I saw you put up, Evermore, that's only got 14 million shares on the float. That's got like 14 million shares on that float on GENE. So that can be a stupid runner if it catches things going the right way. ACOL, Bovash bringing that up. ACOL. Jeff, I saw your RNVA. Yeah, we did talk about that. Gerardo, we're going to talk about your WWR in a minute. We're going to talk about that in a minute. ACOL, right now sitting at 4.7%. I got some nice little option trades we'll discuss here in a bit too as well. ACOL is a buy at these levels, man. I'm looking at the what the indicators are telling me here. Really beat up right on the daily chart. RSI is really beat up, I wouldn't say about 33, so I was going to say sub 30. But you had a nice day today on the stock, about 4.7%. Sitting here at a penny, 5 million shares traded. Look, this is a stock people do like to buy. This is a stock that's been pumped before. I like camping in stocks like this because, they're stocks that kind of fall out of favor and then come back and fall out of favor and come back and fall out of favor. And at these levels, again, very little downside risk here. Can you go lower? Absolutely. Absolutely. And you can see here you have gone lower before. But a nice starter position wouldn't hurt. A starter position wouldn't hurt here on ACOL. We'll keep an eye on it. Bring it up to me if I forget. You know what the number is, 305-600-2896. What's going on, Andrew? All right, let's keep it going. WWR. And Gerardo, tell me what the insight is here. I love how, momentum coming back in here. You got the MACD cross. It's already shown on the daily, so I know it's already shown on the hourly in that smaller time frame. Where was that? Okay. Back at the beginning of, March 1st. There's your in MACD crossover on the hourly. That's why I love the hourly. It gets me in there a little bit earlier than the daily chart, being that it's a smaller time frame. All right, so it notices it without the bull 5 or 10 or 15 or 30. Kind of scrubs all of that out and shows me a legitimate move back to positive momentum. Love it. Here's the crossover again on the hourly above. That's the buy right there. The cross, MACD cross. Oh, my God, that's your in. And then, of course, my 10. Where's the 10 and 5 cross? Oh, beautiful. Look at that. That's exactly how I'd set this up intraday. All right, for a swing. 5 and 10 cross. RSI cross. MACD cross. This is all confirmation from my indicators, and I'm going long. And I'm going to look to see how long this can stay simply above that green line. I don't care how long it could be. Who knows? It could end up going as high as 110, 150 as long as it stays above that green line. You hang tight. You hang tight. Not bad. WWR. If you're already in it, congrats. Today looks like yesterday was the day to go in it for you. All right. Appreciate that move. All right. We got a couple of large cap stocks about to make a similar move too. I'm going to bring up. I posted my gains that are building up right now. Actually, it closed on the trade. MGM. Because I want to go back into. Win. MGM, beautiful trade. This one is when it doesn't work out exactly the right way. Kind of got the MACD signal a bit early. But again, the 50 cross, love it. It's going real nicely, MGM. Working its way back higher. After an earnings sell-off, he had earnings, a few days of inconsistent trading, and then the sell-off. And I love buying that bounce there on the MACD cross on MGM. I posted that gain today on Twitter. That had been a very nice trade for me, crossing that hourly. Only a couple of days since Friday, that 50 line crossed. Shout out to the people who got those videos from me. I sent those out real heavy last night. I hope you guys are using it, man, because it's really been cracking for me, man. It's been really cracking for me. Really been cracking for me. Yeah, shout out to you, Andrew. All right, what's that? I know we wanted to talk about somebody's. Okay, we did talk about that WWR. Tim Smith, what's going on? MSPC, Metro Spaces. I think you had brought this up the other day. Look, it's a pump. It's clearly some kind of pump. Obviously what happened yesterday was huge news for them. That cancellation of 1.6 billion shares, taking off a lot of float off the table. I'd love to see a stock like BLKG do that. That's another stock I'm quietly, $50 here and there for the most part. But, when you have these OTC, triple zeros, triple one, triple two, and they cancel a shitload of shares, or you start seeing, guys loading up on shares, something big is happening around the corner. MSPC, what a move, man. What a move. And you can't really, very hard to predict where this was going to come from, right? Because, most of the volume here has been pretty sporadic. Even hard to look at this on the hourly chart, as you can see here, because it's been very inconsistent. Large buying for the most part. I don't know what the trades or how many trades exactly this represents. You're going to have to do some research on it, as I can't see it here. Because sometimes volume doesn't necessarily equal amount of trades. All right? So figure that out, whether or not this is the real deal here. All right, appreciate you, Lennox John. Thank you for watching that, man. Yeah, Bison was an interesting move today. Got the alert on Black Box. It was a nice little mover, and when I looked here at the 2 minute, chart. I had to do it because I didn't see, like, on the 5-minute. It felt like it was taking a really long time to develop. Here's the 5-minute on Bison, the 2-minute as well. Bison was an earnings winner. This is a Chinese internet company that helps businesses do better with the Chinese market. I posted this also on Twitter. They had like a 65% increase year on year on revenues. Huge earnings winner. Beautiful move. And again, this is a 931 alert coming out of Black Box. Any scanner, for the most part, if it's set correctly, you would have caught the move. But for the most part, you just love having Black Box in there to do it for you. But B's a nice gain out the gate. Nice gain out the gate. A little bit of hesitation at the higher, at those higher levels. I think I remember posting, we were trying to get 44. We were having a huge problem with 44, and then eventually broke up higher. Started funneling for a little bit, and then now ending at $48 a share. But for the most part, for the day, we had a hard time with 44 in the morning. Had a pretty tough time with 44 in the morning. Dayon Jackson, email me, happypennystocks@gmail.com. Happypennystocks@gmail.com. I'll send you those videos. If you don't have your own trading strategy, take a look at them and maybe take something from it to add to what you're building, or if you don't have one, use what's being offered. Okay. All right. MCIG. Oh, nope, that's not the one. MCIG. MSIG. MSIG, that's another sleepy, well, I wouldn't call it a marijuana play. It's kind of like those vapor. Yeah, I would call it a vapor stock. And MSIG is a stock I would really compare to like VPOR. They kind of run kind of very similarly. VPOR. Let's see what the chart looks like. All right, looks like that one's broken down lower. This could probably be some huge dilution happening here. MCIG, definitely the better way to go, looks like. MCIG, oh, look at that. Again, very low on the RSI, low on the MACD. This is probably a nice little entry for you. Let's see here on the hourly again. You're a little late, right? Already had the cross way back when. All right, this was... Wow, so this has been building up slowly but surely. As you see momentum slowly coming back into the side, crack above bullish. 50 line. Now you're working your way over there. It's a slow one, right? I mean, the volume could be better. 1.2 isn't bad. It's still 22-cent stock. But you're slowly getting there. You're slowly getting there, and as you can see, it's showing back here on the daily chart. All right, it's slowly kind of working its way on there. Here's your second day. Second day of green here. And again, you got very little downside risk here for a small entry position. And if it continues to prove itself, you can add into it. Not bad. KSHB. Yeah, that's a look. I've already kind of, talked a lot about Kush bottles and what I think about them, and Tiger 21 and the young CEO. I wrote about it on my website, Advanced Equity Research. I had given it a $6 price target. Ended up crushing right through that, going to as high as $8.50 back during the legalization of marijuana, retail marijuana, or commercialized to C or B2C in California. As you can see here, the stock kind of took a toll as many of them started selling off after the news and the approval of everything. And, now working its way back up, right? Look at it. Here's another stock very similar as we just pulled up. Low RSI, low MACD, very little downside risk. This could be an opportunity for you, somebody to take an entry. Nice float on this one, too. This has got a really nice float. Kush bottles. They're not doing any dilution or watering. Yes, you got paper out there, but it's committed paper. It's a different kind of, holder. So All right, Kush Bottles, do your research on this. I think you'll like what you see. I think you'll like what you see. All right. What's going on? Oh, what's going on, Bo Vosh? I haven't seen you in a minute. USRM, Nicholas Share. It's been a minute since I've taken a look at USRM. You know, a lot of guys had a bitter taste left in their mouth after the whole FDA kind of thing. People didn't even know if it was legit or not. They hadn't really did a good job of keeping people abreast with what was going on and what exactly was being sent for approval. I think you got a new group of buyers in there now who could be leading the charge of USRM, getting back on people's radars. Nice and slow mover. You're going to have to be a little bit patient with this. As you can see, a lot of hesitation in this chart moving higher. But, I mean, it's holding. You're seeing higher lows, and you're seeing a pattern, stair-stepper developing here over the course of 2018. Breakout happening here very soon, too, as well, if not right around the corner here. It was that 50.055. So USRM working its way higher. Where are we at on the 200? Oh, there you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Just under the 200 moving average on USRM. So not bad on that one. Not bad on that one. USRM. Absolutely. Looks like a buy and hold. Yeah, very close. Very close, Bo Vosh. I like what I'm seeing there on USRM. Again, be patient with it. You know, it's been beat up. It's been beat up for most of 2017. But, again, it's a stock that, you know, had brought in the volume when the hype was there. Brought in the volume when the hype was there. This is an opportune time you can get in when not too many people are around and maybe sell into a flood of news if they do end up releasing something like that. All right? Absolutely. Back into the large caps a little bit. Back into the large caps. We saw that earnings sell-off a couple days ago in Foot Locker. Low RSI. MACD cross. I still think you've got some room here to go higher. Here we have on the hourly, looking for that bullish 50 line. I think you crack above it. MACD could have got you in there a lot earlier for a beautiful call on Foot Locker. Gap down, which again wasn't, you know, it wasn't the worst earnings number I've ever seen. It was a weak fourth quarter. It wasn't a loser. All right, wasn't a loser. Revenue was actually good. Revenues were up 5% annually to about $2.2 billion on that. So same store sales were slightly disappointing, but you know, overall the picture still looks somewhat healthy for Foot Locker. They're not losing as badly as many of the other ones were. So I think it was a bit of an overreaction when we talk about that drop, almost $7 a share from 46 to 39. That was a pretty disappointing drop. So guys have really picked that off the floor. I think you got maybe $2 or $3 more to pick up here in Foot Locker. But beware of that. Matter of fact, let me see. I don't have my Bollinger channels on, but here you have here on the daily chart, setting up nicely. All right, so you're still low enough. I think you can get in. If you're a little bit patient, you can get in and see what can this do. It looks a lot stronger on the hourly than it does on the daily. Interesting candlestick here, but for the most part, somewhat I do see a slight wick at the top, but I think guys still want to buy more Foot Locker. I think you still got some upside here. Okay. Absolutely. Look, on a red day, I want to buy beat up stocks on a red day. Tomorrow's, I have no doubt, you're going to see some dip buying tomorrow early in the morning. If the selling is real, they'll get trampled. All right, because you'll have the gap down open tomorrow. You've all seen it. You'll have the gap down open. All right, guys will buy it up, and if the selling is legit, they'll get overwhelmed, and you'll be testing those lows soon enough. And on a day like that, if you're impatient or you're just looking for value, I want to find stocks that are already beat up. I want to find stocks that are already have taken huge L's over the last couple of days. So that's why I'm liking what Fisher brought up on GE. GE looks not bad tomorrow. Yes, indeed. We'll keep an eye on it, man. All right. So some trades that I want to look into. Man, it's going to be tough looking at these tomorrow because, again, they're already down after hours. And, my analysis is now kind of scratched, being that we got this guy leaving. But, again, they were set up so beautifully. Like, for example, a Caterpillar hourly, beautiful move here on Caterpillar, as you can see here. MACD cross, 50-line cross. This is where you wanted to buy a beautiful call. Yesterday 3:30 was your entry on that. Your MACD got you in a bit early. Yesterday at 9:30 in the morning, you had the MACD cross. Would have been a nice entry there. We're at 146. We're at 153 now. But again, still a lot of upside. The stock's going to open up 153 right now on the ask, or you're already down 75 cents. This is going to be, again, you're going to have, guys feel some kind of way. But as Ken said on the phone, this could be an opportunity for you to buy some calls, right? I mean, at the end of the day, he's a man, and one man shouldn't, make up the market. But again, I don't know what his effect is going to be and how many days that could entail for the market. It could be just tomorrow. It could be tomorrow and the day after that. It could be the rest of the week. So my fear is buying a call and buying it too early. Buying a call and buying it too early. All right, so pay attention to these stocks because, again, huge volatility move. And CAT is a volatile stock, but it's an affordable option play. That's what I love about it. It's volatile, but it's very affordable. Love it. It's very similar to also to Apple. Apple is a stock that you actually may want to look at this as a possible put, being that if Trump goes, well, it looks like he's actually going to move forward with these tariffs. Apple, where do they build all their phones? In China, right? So huge exposure to the Chinese market. I would want to put this, buy puts on Apple. 413, you're on the air. What's going on?
Sal, me Marine, how you doing?
Hey, doing good. What's going on with you, Jeff?
No, man. Hey, listen, I got a question for you. I got that call on GE for September, right?
Yeah.
And I paid 65 cents for it, and it's like 85 cents right now.
Absolutely.
A lot of other calls that I got that are coming up close to their expiration dates, their prices are all like $2-3. Should I just hold this? I mean, because we could pop up on $16 on GE like in a month.
Sure, absolutely. I think it could be in that direction. Again, man, you've already it's already beat up, dude. It's already beat up, and I don't know about holding it all the way till expiration.
I was going to get rid of it long before expiration, but I wanted a good exit point.
Yeah.
What if it goes over 16? Do I get the 16 plus the overage?
16, I don't know. 16, I can tell you're going to get 15. I don't know about 16. 16 is up there, right? I mean, at the end of the day, the company's got some fundamental issues wrong with it. There's your 16. I know you can get 15. I think 16.
Close is good.
Yeah, close is good. I would go for 15, and then if you get 15, I'd sell what you have, and then maybe look for something further out than September for a 16. If you're willing to do that. Are you willing to do that? I would say that, but I would sell what you have at 15, and then if you think 16 is a possibility, go further out than September.
Right, because I've only had it for like 3 or 4 days. I'm already up a couple hundred on it.
Yeah, I would take that. That's why I want you to take that off the table soon, maybe at 15. And if you honestly believe 16 is on the table, then I would buy more time just in case.
Right. All right.
Appreciate it, Jeff. Thank you, man.
All right. Thanks, brother.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Jeff, the Mean Marine. And, yeah, man, that was just a great call. He emailed me about that the other day, and I just kind of sat back and watched it. And I wanted to ask him about that yesterday on the show. Forgot. Emailed him yesterday about it. What a great call, man. What a great call. You know. Again, here's the strategy. It always lines up. MACD cross, hourly cross, 50 line. I mean, this is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I think he's going to get 15. He said 16. I don't know. Could get it, though. Could get it. I'm not saying he can't. Could very well get it. I mean, the stock looks like you got some buyers coming in there, but you've been fooled before. Let me get some of my moving averages back on there. And as you can see here, last couple of days have been really, really strong, right? 15, very much in possibility. 16, I think you're stretching it a bit. That's why, take your profit at 15 and, look out to December if you think 16 is the real deal. All right, just in case you're not right. All right, and even with that extra cash, you might even buy yourself a put just in case you're not right, because these puts are getting real cheap right now. As this goes higher, you could end up coming back in with the $15 put, a $14 put, in case you don't get the 15 and you end up coming back down. You got your downside protection to make money going on the other way. All right, just my my opinion there. All right, because sometimes really on shitty stocks or companies with real fundamental issues, when you do have these momentary reversals of fortune, the primary pattern or the primary trend gets cheap. All right, that downside move gets cheap as it goes higher. Now you're looking at that $13.50 put, that $13 put. That's dirt cheap. That's dirt cheap. So as soon as you see some resistance at these levels, boom, you go in with that put, and now you're slightly out the money. But if you got some time with it, it comes back in your direction, and next you know you're in the money. Ulta Beauty Weekly, let's take a look at it. ULTA. Ulta Beauty. By the way, every time I go to an Ulta Beauty store, they're always packed, man. They're always packed. Ulta Beauty, not the cheapest beauty store in the world. Incredible margins on their business. But that's makeup in general. Makeup is a big, huge market or margin business. That's why you got companies like Avon that can exist forever, because they're selling $2 products for $46, $47. You got more than enough profit in there for a business to survive, as well as pay people some good money. ULTA, Bats, you're talking about looking at the weekly chart. Is that what you're saying, Bats? What were you saying? ULTA for a weekly? Or are you talking about a weekly option? The weekly chart, I'm not seeing what you're probably thinking about. Let me see here. Weekly. All right. I see earnings around the corner, though. I see earnings around the corner for Ulta. Earnings being listed as March 15th. Let me go ahead and confirm that on Ulta Beauty. Visit my website, or one of my favorite ones, Earnings Whispers. We'll confirm that in just a second. And confirm whether or not Ulta Beauty is indeed on the 15th. That's where all the women be at, man. All the beautiful women are in the Ulta Beauty stores. All right. ULTA. Let's go ahead. Ulta Beauty, March 15th. Yes, March 15th after hours. March 15th, 4 p.m. Ulta will announce earnings. It could be very well, running into that. I don't like today's candlestick. All right, I think it's a slight rejection of the 200, that 200 price tag. But regardless, it's been quite a bit of a loser here, too. Here, where you go by, dropping below the 50 here. It's been underneath it as it sells into earnings. That's interesting. Bats, let me know what you think about Ulta, ULTA. Weekly option. Now, Bats, would you buy a call or a put on this? Because as we just saw, it's actually selling into earnings. You got 2 days here. I mean, 2 days, nice move. Coming from, what was that, 195? What was that low right there? 192.50. Ooh, 192.50. $8 in 2 days? Is that, let me see here. What's that 5 minute look like? Oh, shit. Okay. Wow. All right. There we go. ULTA, no doubt. All right. He's absolutely right. 192 to 200. That's an $8 move. That's a lot of money on an option, man. Wow. If that was a weekly option, you're talking about at least maybe 200% on your money there. On a weekly. Now if you were 3 months, 6 months out, maybe 30, 45, 50, maybe even 50% on an $8 move. Well, probably even more than that on the $8 move, but on a weekly, this is big money. $8. That's big money. Again, I don't know what the volume is on Alta options or whether or not they're liquid. Looks like it's got decent liquidity as a stock. I don't know what the option market is for ULTA. All right. Going back to some of my plays, I saw someone mention Walmart. Someone said that Walmart is dead in the chat room. I saw that. I don't know, man. Walmart could, especially with a day like tomorrow that's setting up, Walmart could be your saving grace. An option on Walmart could be your saving grace. Over the course of 3 days or a week from today. All right? Because that's kind of what we're talking about in some of these option trades. Not necessarily buying and selling on the same day. I love like a 2-day, a 3-day, or even a weekly swing. All right? Because, when you buy an option on the same day and you're trying to, it could really, really F with your mind, man. You're watching the price go up and down, and it's down, and it's, next thing you know, you're selling, and you come back to it, and the stock is moving up, and that option that you sold for a loss is actually higher now, but you just didn't have the patience to see it, sit in some red for a couple minutes. It can really F with your mind, man. Bats, you said you would buy a call. I agree with you on that one, on that Ulta Beauty. I agree with you on that. And just real quick, because I want to see on Ulta Beauty what those options look like. Yeah, the liquidity is... Let me go to the March 9th and see where's there. We got slightly better. The liquidity... nah, it's not there. It's not there. The liquidity is not there. I see a couple hundred shares, but the spreads are pretty wide. The spreads are too wide. Yeah, you got like 30-cent, 40-cent spreads. It's too wide. It's too wide. Nice trade, though. Nice trade. Could be a nice trade. Walmart, but again, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. It's not liquid enough. Walmart. 60-minute chart. Again, we saw on the daily earnings pretty disappointing for the major retailer, coming from 104. At the end of the day, the company still has huge pricing power. You still, have the stores. You still have, unchallenged access from Amazon when you're talking about some of these small towns, USA. The business is still, for the most part, money, bro. It's still money. And at the end of the day, even on a short-term basis, look, nobody's saying for you to hold Walmart for a year and a half. But I think, bad earnings, it's settling itself. You're starting to see some bullish momentum coming back into Walmart. I think, yeah, you can buy a call here. All right. Let's set it up right now. We can set this trade up right now. All right. If this is me, we set it up right now. I'm put some time on this. All right, so I'm going to go. I'll do it just like if I was doing it. All right, I'm buying the May 18th. I might actually go into this one. I'll buy the May 18th. I want it in the money call, so give me the, is that 85? 87.50's got a lot more interest on it. 87.50, I like 87.50. I'll do that. 87. Yeah, give me the May 18th 87.50 call for 460. All right, 87.50. The ask is 460. The bid is 445. Let's say you get it for 455. All right. Let's get it. Let's say you get it for 455. We're going to come back and revisit that in a week. I'm going to write that down. Today's date, March 6th. March 6th. We'll revisit that in a week. I got the May 18th 87.50 call for 455. In fact, you know, we'll see what's Walmart trading after hours. Oh shit, it's actually down. Where are we at after hours right now in Walmart? Am I right when I seen that Walmart at 87.80? After hours, are we down $2 after hours on Walmart? Good Lord, what the hell is going on here? Hold on, I gotta see where the futures at, man. God damn, the whole market's fucking shit. NASDAQ futures down 1%. S&P futures down 1%. Okay, so all right. Well, I mean, we're taking a loss. All right, but like I said, you're gonna be open up down, but I think you buy that, man. And again, if the selling is for real, you get overwhelmed. All right. But if we open up tomorrow at 87.80, I still want those May 18th 87.50s. I still want those 87.50s. All right. And now they'll be even cheaper than 455. I figure tomorrow if you open up at $87, now you're probably talking about 320 on those. All right. You're probably going to be opening in the threes or low threes, low to mid threes on that. Low to mid threes. And I got a May option. I got more than enough time, bro. I got like 2 months to sit on this or to sell it back into the market if I don't like it. We'll keep an eye on that one. I know everything is down. Fuck, shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know the guy's the CEO of Goldman Sachs, but he's not God. He's not God. If you don't like Walmart, Target was a big loser. Target was a big loser this morning. Stock was down. Got to as low as, what was that, $70? Yeah, about 15. Huge loser for Walmart. Look, Walmart, for Target, excuse me. Target really has no e-commerce platform to begin with. I know Target, you can buy online, but how many people here has actually ordered something online from Target? Very few of you. All right, very few, if any of you guys have ever ordered something from Target online. There's a nice article that came out during the day. As you can see here, it's called "Why Target is an Attractive Buyout Target for Amazon." I think that's wishful thinking. But would you guys go to an Amazon store? Would you go to a physical Amazon store? You know, they already working people as slaves in the damn distribution centers, making them run 40s. And now would you actually go to a retail store called Amazon? You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. That'd be interesting. But y'all know how I feel about Amazon. I think they're too big to begin with. Somebody needs to take care of them. That's a little too much. They already want to get your checking account now. They want to open up a bank. And by the way, speaking of banks, Citigroup is another stock I want you to look at. Citigroup came out today. They're down 2 after hours. Citigroup Citigroup, if you don't remember, Citigroup came out the recession. They closed like 2,000 branches. Citigroup now has only about 500 branches compared to almost 2,500 that you have between Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and their other competitors, SunTrust, and the small regionals. Citigroup wants to become a fully online bank. Now, of course, they're always going to have their high net worth investment management business where you'll have, places where you'll go in there and sit down if you got money and somebody, you talk about your business and what you plan to do with your money and your grandkids and all that crap. But they want to be the completely online bank. They want to close the rest of their branches. Look at the article called Citigroup Moving Towards National Digital Bank. All right. The CFO, John Gerspach, says, I'm not making an announcement right now. This is his quote. But I would really be disappointed if it was anything close to being less than 3 years away. They're going to close all their branches. If you work at a Citigroup, I'm giving you the alert right now. You need to start looking for another job, man. All right? You need to start looking for another job. You got a lot of time to do it. Well, I don't know. I mean, your branch, you already know these companies. They'll close your damn branch tomorrow. They don't give a damn. Has anybody in here been laid off before? Anybody been laid off before? Like, not just you. I mean, like your whole damn office or your whole damn, I was watching this movie a couple of weeks ago called The Company Men. And do they really have people who are not associated with the company to come in and tell you what you can do and how they're going to send you this and that and you're late, you're fired, we'll send you a check and all that shit? Do they really have people talk to y'all like that? Yeah. Quintavious, you said yeah? Okay. Claytrack, you said you're laid off all the time. God damn. Fisher G said, okay. John Rambo, you said you had that before? They'll give you extra training and all that stuff. Claytrack, you said you worked for LTV Steel when they went belly up in 2001. Which is really interesting to see all the steel companies now running. So Claytrack, what do you feel about what Trump is doing with steel, man, and implementing those tariffs? I think, you being that you've worked in that industry before. All right. And we should be looking at more steel stocks. I know we only bring up X and AKS. All right. I know we only bring up X and AKS. Here's X, which I don't know. Are people just waiting for the announcement or what? Nice move from some of the lows back in February. You had the earnings, all right, and it sold off a little bit. And then, of course, into the announcement with Trump coming a couple of weeks ago, or actually 2 weeks ago here. It's about 2 weeks ago here. All right, so let me put up my Bollinger Bands. Let me see if we are tightening a little bit here. BB. See if we tighten. No, actually, we're not. We're getting really wide. All right. Darken this up a little bit. All right, we're actually really wide here. Is getting some real indecision showing up. Yeah, we're actually really wide here on the Bollinger Bands. Okay, I thought we'd be tightening as we're flagging right. Are we looking to break up higher? Not looking. No, even the Kelter channels. Where are we at on the channels? We're above on the channels. Yeah, man. And typically you ride the channel higher, break down, riding the channel higher. So, Could we bounce off the top of the channel and go higher to the wall or to the top of the Bollinger line? But if not, boy, this is quite a. I thought we'd be tighter on that. Okay, interesting. Here's that. Can't forget about some of the other larger cap stocks. Nucor. Nucor, 9 times out of 10, the steel in your cars probably comes from them. Nucor, also steel stock, 67.78. Nucor, NUE. Nucor, let me see here. Yeah, okay, looks like not very popular in the options. Not very popular in the options though. John, you said you had it was fun, got a big payout, spent the rest of the year snowboarding. Clay Track, you said you're in construction, you get laid off from every job that you take. Here's the thing on construction. John, do you always get a new crew? Like it's always a new group of guys? Is always a new group of guys, or is it under? Because I know typically, you work under a construction company, right? I mean, you don't. It's not like. It's been a long time. I know I've always. Clay Track, you said always a new group of guys. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, I told you guys my story about Labor Ready, right? When I worked at Labor Ready and I tried to do construction and I quit on the first day. Trying to work me like a slave, man. I don't have it in me, bro. I do not have it with me. Went out and got the damn steel toe boots and everything, man. Went and got the steel toe boots. I didn't buy the good steel toe boots. I went, what are the good ones? I think like Red Wing boots. I guess that's the big brand in construction. Or Carhartt. I just went and got some like Payless steel toe boots because I didn't know how long I was going to be on the job, and sure enough, I called it. I quit on the first day. Hell yeah, man! They had me with that big ass piece of wood and shit, and I was like the only fucking black guy there. Come on, man. You gotta work a little harder. I'm like, God damn, working hard as I can. Shit. Get the fuck off my back, motherfucker. Yeah, I've got big ass pieces of wood. My back is hurting and shit. You know what I mean? Oh, damn. Appreciate you, Antland Entertainment. You said they do all the dirty shit, scary shit no one wants to do. Yeah. But look, those construction guys can make $100K, $100K a year, bro. Those construction guys, I mean, once you get up there in terms of skill, those guys make good money. Those guys make good money. All right. But the problem is that, when you're dealing with that kind of environment, you're dealing with a lot of guys who, because it's real close counters, and some things, people can rub you the wrong kind of way and shit like that. So there's a lot of things that go into it. Yeah. You said Clay Track, you said money is good, but it's still a shit job. Yeah. You know who makes good money in construction? The guys, the plumbers. The plumbers make good money. I think electricians make good money. The guys in those skill trades, right? The skill trades, they do good. They make good money. And not only that, it's a good, I think they enjoy their job, right? I mean, if you're just a straight construction, meaning like get in the back of the truck, I'll pay you $20 for the day kind of type dude. I can understand how you probably wouldn't like, doing construction. Not saying that's what you are. I'm just saying that's probably why you wouldn't like it. All right. Yeah, man. I try construction, bro. I ain't, I'm not even afraid to say I'm not man enough to. I can't do it, man. Fuck it. CERC 515. Tone Spraggy said, "Can we talk about gold? What do you want to talk about gold for? What is there to say about gold? That's kind of the most boring investment we can discuss, man. I mean, gold is just, I remember being in damn 6th grade seeing those commercials. You gotta have gold. Gold is the primary investment. Everybody in the world trades gold. Gold has been around for centuries. Gold. Look where it's at. It ain't shit, man. It's trading lower than it was when I was in high school, man. Actually, no, it's actually a bit higher than that. Actually, it is. Okay, shit. Actually, it's a bit higher. But still a shit investment, man. But you tell me what you want to talk about gold, though, man. I mean, I don't, I don't know how to put a value on that anymore. Construction is big right now in Washington. Construction is big right now everywhere because of cheap money. John Rambo, you said you haven't had a real job in years. You were thinking about mowing some lawns. Motherfucker. John, just admit you're a goddamn promoter. That's promoter talk. I haven't had a real job in years. I just want to go mow some lawns. That sounds like a goddamn promoter. The CREC, 6.6%, up 5.15. Man, nice trend, bro. I mean, look at this. This is a nice looking trend, but man, I don't know what the story is here. Give me a call, 305-600-2896. You're gonna have to let me know what the story is here, man. It's a sleeper though, man. Boring volume, pretty boring volume, but again, beautiful trend. Coming out of the 2017 November, and nice way to stick it in there. Yeah, he reminds me of Mr. Lloyd. They're always trying to play like they don't have any money. These guys are loaded. CLF Steel. Cleveland Cliffs. Yeah, that is a steel company. I don't know much about the Cleveland Cliffs, but $2.3 billion market cap. Company's not profitable right now, but of course, tariffs would make the company profitable, right? Or at least a little bit more competitive. Cleveland Cliffs, $7.97. Small. Oh nope, you can't call it a small cap, but trading for under $10 a share, so you could call it a penny stock. $7.97 right now, up $2. Up 2.8%. Cleveland Cliffs. Callie Robb said gold is the best thermal insulator and electrical conductor. CNX, yeah, all of those, marijuana. Oh, that's Mike Tyson Bitcoin? You actually like that stock? Who brought that up? Who brought that up? I just saw you talking about somebody. I can't see who's just said that. Renique Anderson. Mike Tyson Bitcoin CNXS. I still got to get a confirmation of whether or not Mike Tyson is still involved in this, man. Because definitely not trading like Mike Tyson is still involved in it. All right, not trading like it. Or unless he doesn't have any brand power anymore. I never understood why they didn't give Mike Tyson. Why they went to George Foreman? Well, I guess I know now. Now I'm thinking about it. Because you know how they went to George Foreman knock out the fat. I'm thinking, why wouldn't they have gone to Mike Tyson? But I could see why they probably did. You know, George Foreman is like squeaky clean and, you know, speaks proper and all that. So, yeah. Mike Tyson, the stock got punched out. It's hilarious. Yo, shout out to Mike Tyson Punch Out, man. I love that game, man. Mike Tyson Punch Out is the shit. Not better than NBA Jam, but it's Mike Tyson Punch Out is the shit. I still think NBA Jam is hands down the best pre-64-bit game out there. Pre-64-bit is NBA Jam, man. All right. He said Mike's a pot rancher. Yeah, he's doing something with marijuana now, right? I mean, you know, my thing about these athletes, when they get into business, they always get into the shit real late, like at the end of the cycle. Like if you had told me Mike Tyson was a pot rancher like 5 years ago, then I'd be like, oh, you know, he's on to something. But now I'm like, you know, they always kind of get themselves into it late. Said head fake is hilarious. Look, I was lighting motherfuckers up with Reggie Miller. Woo! Boy, I get the Pacers. Reggie Miller hit you with them threes all night. He's on fire. Yeah. Light motherfuckers up, man. Oh yeah, front flip dunk, love that. Yeah, absolutely. Look, NFL Blitz was cold. I did like NFL Blitz. NFL Blitz was a good game. You know, I stayed up all night on NFL Blitz. But I gave a lot more of my life to Final Fantasy VII and GoldenEye 64. GoldenEye 64 took a whole lot of my life. Good God. I think GoldenEye 64, I think I went 3 days with no food, bro. GoldenEye 64. Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, Final Fantasy took a lot of my time, too. Yeah. Steve Smith had that J in that game. What's going on with Snapchat, man? Snapchat's going to open up lower tomorrow. I see Snapchat too, down 17.77 tomorrow. Right now, that's the ask, 17.77. So you're down 30 cents right now on Snapchat. Where's NVIDIA? Because I think we're looking at some dip buy opportunities tomorrow. Woo! NVIDIA down $7 after hours. NVIDIA down $7. Hell yeah, man. God damn. See, the earnings is man, it's still ways away. Shit. I forgot they already did their earnings. Which was good, and you see they sold off on it. That was a buy opportunity too. Going back to 217. Looks like 217 to 250 in a matter of a week and a half. Good Lord.
Monster kill.
I think, man, look. You see, my thing is, I don't know if this is going to be a one day. Somebody tell me, is this Cohn thing going to be a one day thing, or is it going to be the whole week? Because if it's going to be a one-day thing, then I want to buy some calls, right? You find the low tomorrow and buy some damn calls. You know? Yes. 4, 10. All right. Bitcoin is tanking right now. We'll take a look at Bitcoin. You said you just bought a Super Nintendo with the re-release of the preloaded games. See, I got a Super Nintendo, Sega, and all, but I got the. Does anybody here do like the emulators and ROMs? So you go on like Pirate Bay, and I downloaded the Super Nintendo ROM or emulator, and then I downloaded all the games. So I do that, man. So I still play like NBA Jam and stuff, but it's kind of weird with the, it's on the computer, so it's different. You said Final Fantasy, no good. You say, wait, did I buy puts? No. If I'm gonna go in the video tomorrow, I wanna buy a call at the bottom, man. I mean, this is gonna open up at 2:37. If it opens up at 2:37, I'm gonna tell you right now, they're gonna buy the open. Nobody gives a rat's ass about this guy. I mean, they do care about him, but I mean, at the end of the day, man, he's just a man. Jeff, you're saying you're going to be dumping your TVIX? Yeah, I would sell that tomorrow, man. I'd sell that tomorrow because it's going to open up nice and high in the morning, and then it should sell off during the day. TVIX is going to open up nice and high tomorrow, and it'll sell during the day. It'll sell off during the day. That's what TVIX is going to look like. They're not going to let you short it. I know what's his name, Connor shorts it, but that's the thing. You're going to have to put a shitload of margin to short it now because a lot of guys got fucked over with that. You said you play the new Super Nintendo on the 70-inch. Get the Xbox driver and use the controller. Oh, I didn't think about that, Londell. I didn't think about that. Yeah, because you can download all the 64 games, all the Xbox games, too. I forgot. I don't know why I just didn't even think about that. NETE. NETE. All right, so it looks like it's just a low float runner. It looks like it's... Wow, god damn, this stock has been beat up, bro. Shit, look at that. Look at this chart, man. Good Lord. Why can't I find that sound effect with the thing that smells like shit? Like, that's what I need. That's what I need when we pull up tickers like that. Somebody send me that sound effect. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep flushing the toilet. Everybody, when I flush the toilet, everybody knows instantly the image of a big piece of shit comes in your head. But look, hey, you got very little downside risk here. You could have said it a couple, back here in February. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of stocks like this. You had a really nice day, but it could look very much like RNVA. We have a ticker like that right now. We have a guy had to run away from. Ken had to run away. Kind of did that, right? So, I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of that, the way it looks. If you're going to do something like this, it's a very small position. It's a starter position, a couple $100, if that. And then you're looking for the confirmation of a bullish move. All right, but I'm not going heavy on something like this. You just put a starter trade on that. But there's just so many better stocks to buy that are better than this, and that got better volume, right? I mean, only 191,000 shares traded today. So you can play the original Xbox game, no fuck away, Need for Speed. Need for Speed, NFL Street, Halo. Oh, okay, I didn't know that, Sleepy. I mean, I should have thought it. I just didn't even think about that. Man, it's been a minute since I played Halo. I don't even know what number Halo they're on now. It's been a minute since I played Halo, Call of Duty, all that shit, man. I feel like it's a lifetime ago. you know. And then I got off of Call of Duty when it just started. After a while, you just started getting a bunch of kids on there, you know. And like, oh man, what the fuck? Stop camping, you fucking nigger. Oh, well, oh God, I'm gonna get you, nigger. Ah, fuck, nigger, shit, fuck, oh my God. You know, like, you know what, man? I can't deal with this shit, man. You know, I just get heated after a while. I mean, how many times you gonna say the N-word, man? You know, how many times you gonna say that, dude? So I just can't fuck with that shit, man. So I started just moving. I just went to play NBA 2K Live. You know, I play that online and shit like that. But I haven't gotten the new. I got to get the new one. I didn't even pop the new one. I haven't really been on video games like I used to. But every other word, or you play these online games, every other word is nigga, 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 nigga. Oh my God, damn. I can't turn the volume up, bro. You know? You said you stopped playing video games after 64. Now you just died without seeing who killed you. Yeah, these guys now, those they're fast as fuck now, man. They're fast. You know, back in the 64 days, at least you had time to move around and get the goddamn map. Now you take 2 seconds, is like game over. Like, what the fuck? You know? Shit. AMDA. And then they troll a lot too. They troll a lot. You know, like a couple weeks ago, they had this crazy thing with these Ugandan monkeys and a whole bunch of games where they had these Ugandan monkeys. Can you help me find a way? Or something like find a way. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, my God, man. You said I have to do Mir Barack. Fuck Mir Barack. Come on, man. Fuck Mir Barack. Fuck Mir Barack, man. I can't stand that guy. Yeah. Find a way. Help us find a way. Find a way. Find a way. Can you help us find a way? Like, and they're just... And here's the thing. It'll be like hundreds of them, bro. It's just all on top of you. Find a way. Find a way. You know? Scope snipers. Yeah, I used to camp a lot though. I ain't gonna lie. I was a big time camper, bro. I'll get to like a roof or, you know, somewhere in the game where, you know, I can put that sniper out right and just pop you in your head, man. You know, because every time, you know, on those first person shooters, if I'm walking around, dude, I'm getting killed, man. I need to camp somewhere, lie down, get the scope right. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm going to get you. Other than that, I'm not going to get any kills, man. Walking around and shit like that. Because, you know, these guys now, they twist their bodies and shit. They're like twisting their bodies and jumping while they're shooting and shit. How the fuck are you jumping and shooting at the same time, dude? You know? God damn. And by the way, what is Mir Barack? Are you guys still watching Mir Barack live? Anybody actually watch him live during the day? Does he still come on live? Mir Barack. Does he still come on? You know, with his damn near $1 million trading account. He's got to have at least a couple $1 million in his trading account. Watch me trade live. And here's the thing. Watch him trade live, but this guy he does no education at all. You know? He does no education at all, man. He's not giving any education, any valuable, you know, not giving any tickers, nothing. I mean, by the time you learn about it, you can't do anything. Well, what's the point? You know. You said Mir Barak is Stock God's boy. Is he really? He's with them. Cali Rob, he's doing that that 80-20 or something like that. Andrew, you said you have a modded controller. I'd love being on your team with Call of Duty. Okay. Andrew be going hard with that Call of Duty. Oh, he said he loves him. Okay. Mir Barak. Yeah, I love the way how fast he gets his money, though. I do like that, man. You know, he trades with huge size, though. That's the only thing. I mean, you know, yeah, but look, investing is about scale, and the more money you have, the better. And, yeah, if you can go in something like Google or Square Trade and you can pick up 4,000 shares of Google and, you know, the stock goes down 1% or 1.5%, yeah, that's a nice return for you. That's a nice return for you. Yeah, John. Yeah, money is money, bro. Money is money. You know, Mir Barak. Can't hate the player, hate the game. You know, not my thing, though. $10,000 shares. You know. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to trade. You know, SQ. I'm waiting. That's how you'll go. SQ. 49.60. 5,000 shares. I'm in. Okay, I'm in. 2,000 shares now again. Okay, I'm out. $4,000. Like, what the fuck did you just do? What did he just do? Like, that trade was like 2 minutes. What the fuck did you just do, bro? Okay, so you just bought 4,000 shares of a $49 stock. You traded it for 2 minutes. You made 1%. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what he's fucking doing, dude. That's basically what the fuck he's doing. But again, don't hate the player, hate the game, man. I ain't mad at you. You know? He said he plays the 5-minute reversal on 1 minute. He goes shorts on gaps down, bear flags, easy money. Yeah, that's what I said, man. Look, you know, the stock market is if you've got a lot of money, you know, I read in a book where they said once you get to like $10 million, you're a sophisticated investor, trader, whatever it is, you can just make more money. It's just more money. At that point, it's just, you know, you can't go broke unless you just really are reckless, you know. But somebody who's sophisticated about money, you get to a certain level where your money just keeps making money, you know. That's why I really don't understand when these NBA guys go broke. But then again, they're not sophisticated with when it comes to money. So, you know, a lot of those guys, they don't really know how to. It's just really sad. And what's his name, dude, who just got put out there for being broke? This former running back for the Denver Broncos. And then he was with the Chiefs. No, not the Chiefs. He was with the. Gosh, what was his name? He played out of Miami. Not McGahee. Was it Willis McGahee? I think it was. Oh, I don't think it was McGahee. No, not McGahee. The one who came. Let me see. How does Willis McGahee look? No, not McGahee. McGahee still got paper. The one that came before him. Who was the guy who came just before Willis McGahee? I know I got some some football people in here. Oh man, what was his name? I know if I say his name, you guys will know who I'm talking about. Came out of Miami, also wore a visor and all that shit. Those Miami running backs were cold for a while, though, too. Clinton Portis. Yes, that's him. Clinton Portis. Yeah, Clinton Portis is broke, man. Clinton Portis is broke, man. Yeah. Clinton Portis is broke. Looks like he's been broke for a while, but looks like it just somewhat resurfaced. The guy made $40 million in his career, and he filed for bankruptcy. For whatever reason, came back because I think he filed some new paperwork in court a couple of days ago. Made over $40 million in his career, and said only had $150 on his paper filings. How do you go from a $40 million to $140, man? Andrew, you said he lives in Charlotte? Really? He said a lot of those guys get robbed by their agents. Yeah, man, them agents are snakes, man. Yeah. All right. Let's keep it going. Let's do some last minute tickers and then we'll get you guys out of here. I know I started the show late. You know, I'm about 45 minutes behind where I should be. RMGN. What is that? Is that R? What the fuck is this? Yeah, RMGN. There it is. RMG Networks. Don't know anything about this ticker. Don't know anything about the company. Low volume. Low volume. You said bet he don't stay on the south side of Charlotte? Man, shit. Man, look. They don't give a damn where he stay at. He probably still getting a hell amount of ass. And he probably still driving something, you know, something nice, man. Because these guys still get paper out of nowhere. I don't know what it is. Broke as fuck, but they still driving around in Bentleys. ITKH 5.2%. Strikeforce had a good day today. Oh no, pull back. Strikeforce, pull back. You're gonna have that happen, right? When you're getting out of those lows, that's fine. You know, let's keep holding on Strikeforce. I think that's gonna be something nice later on in the year. Watch Glue Mobile, $3.83. Glue Mobile, TEUM. We're going through them now. I gave you guys my picks. We're going through the chat room picks now. Gave you mine. Fuck this Gary Cohn thing. It blew all my charts out, but for the most part, I think you got some great opportunities tomorrow to buy the lows. TEUM, I think so. Looking on the daily chart, I think you still got some time up there. Bovash, I think you got another day on that. That was a nice candlestick with today's move today too. That was a nice candlestick. All right, that's a nice candlestick with today. Zoom in a little bit. There's a nice candlestick. You got 69 up there. You still got some time up there. See if the buyers are still holding around tomorrow. Red day tomorrow. That's going to be what the open is anyway. So, 9% gain today. All right. But you still got some room. I put up your ticker. I put it up there. RMGM. Yeah, we took a look at that, man. It's nice. It's going up in the right direction. You'd love to see more volume come in. I mean, 300,000 shares traded, but at the end of the day, look, if that's not important to you, but you're more or less trading the direction of the stock is going in the right way. It's going in the right way. All right, RSI is heating up, though. Be aware of that. AMFE. But again, I don't like that volume, but directionally it's going the right way. AMFE. Woo, boy. Not the prettiest chart in the world, right? Coming out of those lows, though, you've been flagging. Got some hesitation at, 14, between 14 and 20. Obviously, you're at the lower end of that. And still trying to fight. Still trying to fight a lot of resistance at those higher teens. Nice gain today, or decent gain today, 2.6%. But, yeah, you need buyers who are willing to hold and overwhelm any kind of selling that's in there. AMFE. Let's see if we can continue to fight and stay high. Stay high. All right. YY. Internet Services Company. This is an ADR. Don't understand the business of YY. Looks like earnings were today, and they weren't very good. You're talking about buying the dip on YY. Don't know where the options stand right now. Here's another one where, okay, decent volume for today. Average is only 1.1. Again, it's an earnings loser. Here's the thing, though, on a stock like this, being that it's an earnings loser, and we just pointed out several other earnings losers, there are other companies that I think make a better trade because they're more liquid. All right. Yes, indeed. Andrew, you said you need the stock to rise to 225 so you can break even. Oh, so you were down on that, Andrew? That's fine. I understand how sometimes that could be. Looking for the bounce on that one. Z-Sand, great mover a couple days ago. It got back onto the charts. What was that Z-Sand? Got back onto the charts. Let me see here. What was that move a couple days ago? There it is. Here's that big move a couple days ago. Got back on the charts today. Looked at it as a possible short opportunity. Didn't have any shares available, unfortunately. But nice move today on Z-Sand. Left a lot of people up there at 11. Boy, that would have been a great short. Z-Sand, ZSAN. All right. Let's see here. ETBI is going to be huge. ETBI, Eastgate Biotech. Why do you say it's going to be huge? HM, what's the story behind ETBI, OTC stock? Increasing volume. All right, a lot of volume over the last month and a half. DRRX. All right, last ticker, and then we'll get up out of here. I know it's getting late. DRRX, 8% gain. 8% gain. Doji at the top there. Whee! I'm not a fan of it. Look, I feel like it's just done the move. We're late on that. Thanks for bringing it up, but as you can see here, we're hella late, man. Hella late. I think it's a great short coming down now. DRRX. Hold on. The stock. Yeah, now after hours, you got a huge. Look at that huge. Wow. Yeah, look at that. 150 on the bid, 194 on the ask. That's a huge spread after hours. Great volume, though. 2.2 million shares. I do see here they had the phase 2 clinical trial, but again, it's got a pretty light float, right? I mean, the float's got to be pretty light for it to do what it did over the course of these last several days. But again, we're late on it. We're just late on that one. Yeah. Nice move, though. I mean, I wouldn't take it back from anyone. I mean, $1.20 to $1.63. That's 43 cents a share. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. All right, especially it's a dollar stock too. You can go in pretty heavy. It's good money. HAIR, hair. Restoration Robotics. Don't know too much about it. Don't like the candles. And don't like the chart. Earnings was the other day. Actually pretty impressive. $6 stock. Again, volume is something that could be a lot better. You know, not much to go off of here. Not much to go off of here. But look, if you're looking for a stock to be a good swing, I mean, again, you're holding these levels a lot better. Again, here, the volume is just not there. But if you're looking to swing and you like the story, then by all means enjoy what's been going on. Enjoy what's been going on. All right. Let me get up out of here. Again, my apologies. Was really messing around with the software and eventually got working again, and we figured it out. All right, we figured it out. So I appreciate you guys for joining me here on the show. ETBI, listen on Canadian Exchange. FDA approval. All right. Well, bring it up. Bring it up tomorrow. Bring it up tomorrow over the next couple of days, and we'll watch it. I put out my option plays today. It's going to be really interesting tomorrow, man. I think tomorrow, a week from now, this is going to be another opportunity where you can say, oh, boy, this was the beginning of something, like we saw with many stocks last week. For example, NVDAs or the Qs of the world, where we had those huge days of red, right? And then, smart investors who bought those dips were sitting on some very nice profit as little as a week and a half from those days. Now we're looking at another opportunity for us, at 237 right here, probably opening it about right there. It's going to be another opportunity for somebody, again, who's just willing to be a little bit patient, to buy those dips and, possibly retest some highs. Or, we could have something else happen, which could be a sign of the top, him leaving. One of the men who orchestrated our incredible 2017 market, be a reason for it all to come crashing down. Who knows? Only time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. Great show. Great show as always. I appreciate you guys joining me. Appreciate the fact that you guys love this as much as I do. Corey Kwan, Bad Scientist. Fisher G. Gucci. Waivers 24. Londell Carter. Cool Cat Beats. Hey, Cool Cat, I never got those beats, man. You said you were going to send me some beats. I never got them, man. Jeff Thayer. Yeah. New York, get ready, man. All you guys up there, get ready for that storm, man. Get ready for that storm that's coming in a couple hours. But shout out to all the kids who are gonna have the day off. Hopefully the rest of the week off, because it comes down hard, I'm hoping. Don't get pregnant. Kenny Dutton, appreciate you, man. Desert Edge. Yes, indeed. Corey Kwan, Callie Rob, appreciate you, man. Sleepy. Andrew Gladness. Carlos Martin. All my callers, I appreciate you. Yes, indeed, man. I'll see y'all back here. Same time, same place. You already know what it is. Happy trading, everyone. Have a good night. Yeah.